Maniac. Just got to get warmed up. So today Ken's here. I got a delivery this morning, so we're going to load up the trailer. Then while I'm gone, he's going to play with the wood. So I just pulled back into the yard for my delivery, and Kenny's got wood sorted and he's running the machine. He's already got a bunch of wood processed. On my way back, I stopped at my buddy's place because he gave me a call and he told me there was a package for me. This is the package. We got a 4-way wedge for the Blockbuster 1412 Plus because I'm going to be processing a bunch of boiler wood for a customer, and I needed the 4-way, so they sent it to me. Also, they sent me some, I think there's chains and some spray paint in here for some touch-ups, so I gotta stop Kenny because he's about to jam it. Kenny! So Kenny's got a bunch of stuff he's run here, and he's sorting out the piles. I'll show you what this looks like. So this is a piece he just split. We shut the machine out so you could hear, but you can see here it's dry all the way from here out, and then the inside is wet. And you can see here it's dry right there. Here's another good example. You can see it's wet, basically the middle, and then the outside is dry. So this stuff will dry real fast. Here's another bigger chunk you can see real easily here. So it's dry, probably 2.5 inches in the center, which is that much. So it'll dry real quick. You can see here it's dry all the way out here, and then this. So in a matter of just a couple months, this stuff will actually be ready to burn. You can even see here, looking at the butt, you can see it's dry all the way around here, and then the inside is wet. And that's stuff that's been sitting in the woods, standing in the woods for 4 or 5 years now. So Ken's going through and he's marking the white oak with some dots. So we separate the white oak for the guys that want it for smoking meat. So he's marking them for me because I tried to mark the ends, but you can't really see that. That's the white oak. So, and then what we're doing is we're trying to run the smaller stuff, the red oak, and he's putting the big ones over here because that'll go for boiler wood. So as we're going, we're just sorting them out, and the little bitty stuff we're putting over there because that'll be real dry, and that'll be able to cut and sell right away because that's always really dry, the small stuff. But the big stuff will be wet on the inside. So all this over here is white oak, so we'll have that all separate. And that doesn't say 30, it's upside down. It's actually a WO. I wrote that on there just so that I would know. And there's a bunch more you can see he's marking over here too. So we can pull the white oak out, and it's hard to tell when it's dead and dry like that. So anyway, we're gonna get to work. We got work to do. We got all day today. It's supposed to rain later, so we'll see how much we get done. But we're gonna hammer out as much as we can today and go from there. Oh, it's heavy. It's heavy. We got Blockbuster orange spray paint for touch-ups because we got to paint the chair extension we put on there and some primers, so we're gonna put a new chain on. Yeah, make it pretty. Yeah, it's down there. Yeah, I think it was down to about 1/3 of a tank left. So I just dumped in a 5-gallon can into the processor. We started yesterday, it was full, so we know 5 gallons will process over 2 full cords. So 5 gallons will do about 3 full cords of wood there, and there's almost a full cord here. So for every full cord, it's a little more than a gallon. So you're at about 1.25 gallons, 1.5 gallons, something like that.
Start that up.
So you can see the teeth, they're about half wore out, and then here's the new chain. I'll hold it up there so you can see the comparison. There's the difference. I don't know if you guys can see it there. It's maybe even a little more than half. It's probably almost 2/3 gone, which it means it's about time to change. It's still cutting okay, but we're gonna know now how much.
We're gonna kind of do a test to see. See if we get this off.
This one probably won't roll on so easy because it's going to
Let's see what that looks like in comparison here. Well, they're dull too. Besides,
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't throw this out.
No, we'll save it.
We'll sharpen that.
Yep.
Okay, now how does that go on?
You want the bottom, just like a chainsaw, you want the bottom to be cutting the teeth back. Yep, like that. Yep, right there. You should be able to go around
This
in
is
on
this is the first time we've changed the chain.
Yeah, out of
I don't know how many loads we've done.
semi-loads, yeah.
I might have to loosen it.
Probably 6.5 semi-loads. We're changing the chain for the first time. Yeah, you're
We
going to have
did
to
some
loosen
dirty
it.
wood too.
Yeah. Did I move it at all? I didn't feel like it did, but I must have. Yeah, it looks like it's tight. Yeah. Yeah, I'll just keep lifting. there it is. I got the bin put together. I closed it off, so I built it up, and I put some higher ones on this end because we had them, because we're running out of pallets now. And I want to show you something. This is how it's. I do doubles down here and twist them like that, and then on the tops I do across like that. And I've been doing a lot more of the runners like this at a 45, like you see there, and not as many on the top because they tend to get broke off. And you can see here it's like a double twist on this one, a double twist on this one, and a double twist here. You can see that seems to work good on the bottom ones. And then of course I do two or three top and bottom. But there is the bin. We're ready to fill it up. Kenny just drove over the big trailer, and he's running the little one right now. So in a little while we're going to bring it over here and do some resplits and put it into bin. So this is all red oak, and the white oak is the next bin over. And I'm going to build that one up too. So the plan is with this one, this is all white oak here, to run this all the way down to where you see those pallets down there. So pretty darn long on this one, and then leave that open through there. So that's the plan. So we're getting there. There it is. The bin is filling fast that I built today. We only did, I don't know, maybe a couple full cords. We did the 2 trailer loads full, and we did some maintenance on the machine, stuff like that. Kind of got everything set up here again, so we're going to work again tomorrow. I don't know how long. And then we're going to fill the rest of that bin up. And then we got that little bin way in the back corner over there. I can fill that up, and then I can finish this bin. We're going to build it out, I don't know, about to here, something like that. And then I can fill this up with oak. This bin is all oak here. That is all oak, and the one behind it is oak. That's all oak. And so yeah, this one here is all oak. And then we've got more oak in there, more oak in there. So we're running a lot of oak, which is good. So Ken had to leave. He had to go do some stuff. He's coming back tomorrow. And it's clouded over. It's getting cold out. It's going to rain, supposedly. And we have got a lot more to do. I'm going to take you over here and show you the piles. I parked both the trailers after I cleaned them out. The one is ready to go here, parked already. I loaded up the live deck, and Bert just came and got the sawdust, the cherry we cut in the oak, and it's in the chicken coop now. He went and cleaned out the chicken coop. They shoveled it out and put new sawdust in there. So I'm sure the chickens are going to smell way better now. And so what I did, I didn't record it, but I loaded the live deck. I picked through this pile and this pile, and I put a bunch of white oak. And these ones that got the spray paint on here are white oak. You can see spray paint on some of these here. And we're separating them because I want my white oak to be separate because I've got people that do smoking of meat and they like the white oak. So I'm trying to separate it because there's another big one down there I can see. So here's the white oak. I've been setting that over here. So we're getting a nice little pile there. So that's kind of nice to have a good white oak. And then the little bitty logs we're putting over here because this stuff, when we split it open, it's dry, like totally dry. So this is going to be oak that I'll be able to either hand cut or run through the processor, but put it right into a trailer and deliver it right away. So I'm just going to leave that sit. So we're going to take all the little bitty stuff out of these piles here and just put it right into that pile so that when I have an order for someone that has to have oak, we're going to have this little stuff like these little bitty ones like here and here. There's another one here, another one here, another one here, and it's cracked. You can see the crack here, and then this crack runs the whole distance of the whole thing. You can see that's all dry. So the ones that are really small and really dry, like here you can see when they got cracked like that in the ends, and then those cracks you can see running all the way up, that's good wood. It's just ready to go right now. So that's awesome because as you know, oak takes forever to dry. That's why I want to get this stuff processed now so that it can get dry through the spring, summer, and the next fall. All this will be ready to go, which is unusual for oak to be able to have it dry that fast because oak normally is a full year, if not more. But I'm splitting it down fairly small so that it's going to be dry for the customers and work really well. So tomorrow morning, we're going to be back here making little pieces of wood with the Blackbuster 1412 plus. 5:30 a.m. I'm going to be here. You should be here. I know you want to be here. You should be. See you then. Good night, Irene.